Welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we'll be discussing data types in Solidity, specifically value types. But before we proceed in this lesson, there is something from the previous lesson I want to shine more light on. So let's proceed back into item type. Now, it's worth noting that Solidity internally implicitly coerces values of enums to integer. So let's compile this as smart contract again and deploy it. Let's deploy item type. When we call default returns 0. And see, we have default as levels.beginner. And it counts it like this, 0, 1, 2, because it implicitly converts it to integer. So if we upgrade a user to levels.novice, it should give us 1 when we get the level of that user. So let's test it out. Let's check this player. Return 0, level 0, but we'll upgrade the user and call players again. It returns 1, level 1. I hope this is understood. So let's get back to our value types. So in Solidity, we have various value types. Just like other programming languages. We have bool, which is boolean. And boolean defaults to true, except we assign either true or false to it. And then we have integer. We can define integers in two different kinds of ways. We can define unsigned integer or just integer. And when we define unsigned integer, it's worth to note that we can define the size of unsigned integer that we want. So if we define unsigned integer 8, which is uint 8, it tells the compiler to reserve a space of 2 raised to power 8 minus 1 for the value that we assigned to this. Likewise for unsigned integer 16, unsigned integer 32, unsigned integer 64, 128, 256. Unsigned integer 256 is the same as unsigned integer because that's the highest value to hold. To assign negative numbers, simply use integer. Integer takes both negative and positive number. So for integer 256, it takes negative number minus 2 raised to power 256 minus 1 to positive number 2 raised to power 256 minus 1. We also have type address that takes address, and then you can have a type of a contract. So you define a contract here, you can have a type of a contract here, such a way that we can call the function of this contract like this. Function, some function, and here we have some contracts and the address of this contract dot some function. I hope that is clear. So let's test this in our remix editor. So open your remix editor, create a new file called value types. I already have that created, and then paste the code into the editor. So know that the code for all these files will be provided on my GitHub portfolio. So the link to my GitHub will be in the description of this video. So you can visit the link and clone the code so you can follow along. So let's compile this. Let's deploy the already existing one. Compile value types. Compiles with that error. Then let's deploy it to our JavaScript VM. Deploy. And here we have it. So if we call unsigned integer 8, it gives us 255, which is the maximum that it can hold. If we try to assign 256 to it, the compiler will not allow. Our smart contract will not compile. For integer 256, see, it gives -57, very long number. So we can take that. But unsigned integer 256, we'll take the positive number of this. 1157. So that's how it works. You can play around this and see how all this works. This address, boolean, and the likes like that. So in next lesson, you're going to further discuss more on types in Solidity.